What's going on? Today we're doing a step back to the basics and we're doing a beginner CTF challenge. That beginner CTF challenge name is RootMe. And I think most of you guys have went over this challenge in TryHackMe. So basically this is the room. As you can see in the description, a CTF for beginners, can you root me? In this challenge, we're gonna take a step back and cherish the basics that we have learned at the very first of our journeys in this field. So basically, we're gonna go over reconnaissance, getting a shell, and privilege escalation. All of the steps here, all of the tasks are easy to answer, as you will see down in the video now. So let's first explain the flow or the workflow of this challenge, and then we're gonna do the practical side. So as you can see, the very first thing we will do is the in-map scan, which is the first thing you would do if you are doing a scanning of any device of any machine. After the in-map scan, we step to directory brute force, and the reason for that is when we scan the machine, among the ports that we will find open is port 80, and also we have port 22. So this one is for SSH, as you know, and this one is for HTTP, as you know as well. So since we know HTTP port is open, we're going to open the page and see that we have a simple page. We're doing directory brute force to look for hidden directories on the web page. We will discover a couple hidden pages on the directory, on the site. Among the hidden pages are, you see we have cPanel, and also we have uploads. So the directory uploads is kinda intriguing. Therefore, we take a look at the uploads directory to find that we have an upload vulnerability in which we can upload reverse shell. So the first thing that comes to mind is to upload a PHP reverse shell, and there is no any filtering mechanism on the web server to filter for files extensions. So we're gonna upload here PHTML. Of course, the original file is in PHP, but we want to make sure that the reverse shell gets through. That's why we put it PHTML, or we can use any other extension such as PHP 7. You can also use PHP 5, as you will see now. Now, after we get a foothold, so basically we elevate our game to seek privileged escalation. So in privileged escalation, we look for files that or binaries that have the suit bit set so that it can be executed as the owner. Suit bit is actually, when you list the permissions of any binary or any file, if you see the letter S among the permissions such as read, write, execute, and you have S here, this S means that the binary or the program or the application, you name it, can be executed as its owner. So say if the owner is root here, all right, and the group is root, this means that we can make the binary execute as root. Why? Because it has the suit bit set. That's why, as a security precaution, do not put the suit bit set on files owned by the root. So exploiting the fact that we will find that Python has the suit bit set, we will go to GTF opens ready methods to exploit binaries, GTF opens, and we will land root. So that's basically the workflow of this challenge. Now let's step to the practical side. So as we mentioned earlier, we have two open ports, 80 and 20. Take a note of the nmap command that I used here, -sv to scan for the versions of the services, and -sc to use the nmap scripting engine. So basically here, you know me guys, I don't show the nmap scan command all the time, but actually since we are tackling down a very beginner machine here, we need to show the actually the basics of this challenge. That's why I showed the command here, and these are the results. Now, since I have port 80 open, I'm going to navigate now to the page and see what it looks like. So going to the page, oops, I typed RootMe. This is the IP, and again we go to the page. So basically this is the landing page of the RootMe channels. If you type something, I thought it's interactive so that you can type commands. Can you root me? All right. So I'm not going to spend much time. You can also take a look at the view page source. There is nothing worth attention here. So we're going to close this one and go back, start our directory search. That's what we always do when we give up on the page. So you can do directory search using Directory Buster. You can also use GoBuster. You can also use FFUF. There are a couple tools to perform directory search. I'm going to use now FFUF. And I have my command ready here. Let's see. No, this is not the command I want to use. So basically, first I define the URL. So my URL is here. And then I define the word list -w user share word list sec lists. I have sec lists. Then we can define discovery, web content. Okay, let's see what we have. All right, so these are the files that we can use as word lists. So since we are brute forcing for directories, we're gonna need to choose one that is big enough to cover all of the names of the directories. Let's see here, raft small files, extensions, words, medium extensions. I think we don't have one for directories here. Is that possible? We have one raft medium directories, but I think we don't have one for large. So small, medium, no large. All right, let's try out the medium one. Lowercase. Let's just pick up the normal one, text, and we start. So it seems like we have a problem. Let's see. One error is occurred. Keyword fuzz defined but not found in headers. We didn't select the keyword fuzz here. So basically in FFUF we have to select where to fuzz. Since we're fuzzing directories, it comes directly after the address of the target page. In this case it comes here. Let's start now. So see here, it's immediately started to give out the name of the directories, uploads we have, and panel. So let's go out, let's go to these and discover them. Panel, select file to upload. Now if you go also to uploads, my guess is that I made a mistake at the very first of the video. I said that uploads is the page where you upload directories, and that's fine. But my mistake was to say that here you will upload the PHP reversal, and that was wrong. We will upload the reversal here. So we'll exploit file upload vulnerability under the panel directory, not cpanel. Actually, cpanel, I hear the word a lot since sometimes I deal with web hosting. So it's panel, not cpanel. Okay, so now we select the file. So open a new tab, and now let me mount my directory here where I can find all of my tools. CD back ls, where is that repo? Okay, so go to tools. Let's see here. So now I'm looking for the web shell. So PHP web shell, and this one is a web shell, this one is a reverse shell. We will pick up the reverse shell, and we're gonna open the file and make some changes. So the changes are the port and the IP address. I am fine with the port. I'm not going to change it. The thing that I need to change is the IP address, since my IP always changes. So I'm going to need to update the IP address with the correct one. Okay, then that's it. So next step now, we will just rename this file. So from, let's do the cp, copy the file and give it another name, say shell p.html. This is an example just to get around the prohibited extensions and to make sure that the file gets through the web server. So name it like that, and we can go here, browse. Of course, we're going to need to open a listener. Let's see here. So we go to repo, tools, PHP web shell, reverse shell, and this is my guy. Upload. Okay. So this means that the file has been successfully uploaded. Now to trigger the reverse shell, we're going to have to navigate to that. So refresh the uploads directory, and we can see we have our reverse shell has been uploaded. We're going to trigger this to make the reverse shell connects back to my listener. Trigger me. Okay, now we got the first foothold access ID, and now we are the dub data user. Now let's stabilize the shell, make it more stable to ease the process of issuing commands and interacting with the system. So in this regard, I'm going to go to my notes, reverse shells. Always my Windows Defender catches my reverse shell file and sends it to the trash. So I'm going to need to tell Windows Defender, please give me my file back and whitelist it. It doesn't understand. I need to whitelist it every time. That's my suffering with Windows Defender. So I'm going to say allow on device, and I'm going to go to protection history, go to threats allowed, making sure I'm allowing the right threat. So it is reverse shells. That's fine. Okay, it has been restored. Now let's check back. Okay, fine. Now let's go to the part where we can stabilize the shell. Let's see here. All right, stable shell. First, we're going to issue the TTY. So close this one and this one. Okay. And next, I'm going to export the term. Control Z, and on your attacker machine, issue this one, and you will get the stable shell. Okay, so right now we have a more stable shell. The next thing is, as I told you at the very first of the video, we're going to look for files or directories that have the sudo bit set. So we're going to go now to my Linux guide. I'm going to issue the find command and see what I can find. So search in all directories for files 777. Let's search for sudo. So nothing in here. I'm gonna look for the Linux privileged escalation notes in this case, and search for sudo bit set. So I have one here. So we have two options. Let's take this one. So there is nothing in here. How about this? The first one didn't work. Let's see this one. This one seems working. So we have couple, as you can see, binaries that have the sudo bit set. Long story short, I think this command is kind of overwhelming for you guys. I'm gonna try a new one. Find -perm. You can also try perm /4000. for sudo bit set. This is another way, and then say dev null. Okay, that's easier to follow. So many binaries, right? Now, of course, in a real world scenario, you're gonna go ahead, make a copy of the machine on another virtual machine, okay, and try out exploiting every single one of these. So following this methodology, you will find that Python is the right one that you can exploit and get root. So in this regard, we can go to GTFO bins and see how we can exploit this one. GTFO bins. Moreover, we can just copy that and say ls-la. So as you can see, the Python is owned by root and has the sudo bit set, can be executed by root, right, as the owner root and also as the group root, can be read as root and executed as root. So let's take a look here at GTFO bins and search for Python. So here we're going to select sudo as the method to exploit, and let's see, sudo capabilities. So what do we have now? Sudo install -m. Okay, never mind this. Python -c import os execute. This one invokes shell as the new user or as the root user. So how about we try this one? Let's try it out. No such file or directory. Okay, let's copy this one. Seems like we're gonna have to invoke Python from the full path, and then gonna copy this part. ID. There you go. It's root now. So we're gonna go to root and cat root.text. That is the flag. Here you go. So now, since we finished the challenge, let's now go to the room and see the questions that we have to answer. Reconnaissance. Scan the machine. How many ports are open? We found we have 2 open ports. What version of Apache is running? We're gonna have to step back and do the nmap scan. Let's see here. So it's 2.4.29. Let's do that quick. What service is running on port 22? It is SSH. Find directories on the web server using the GoBuster tool. Well, I'm sorry guys, I used FFUF. That's fine. What is the hidden directory? It is panel. Getting a shell. Find a form to upload and get a reverse shell, and find the flag, user.text flag, right? So let's now search for the user.text flag here. So use the find command, all directories, -type file -name user.text. So we have it under var /, cat, and this is the user flag. Okay. Lastly, it is the root flag. No. Search for files with sudo permission. Which file is weird? Yep, it is the Python. It's actually indeed weird, guys, to have Python under Python with sudo bit set, right? It's very weird. That's why we stepped out immediately. We stepped immediately to this file to test it, to the binary. Sorry. So this is the weird one. Completed root. No, this is not the root. This is the root flag. Alrighty then. That was RootMe. So easy, beginner friendly, and it's a great way. It's a great machine if you are already getting started with testing or doing pen testing for the machines, or even if you're preparing for OSCP. It's still an easy machine to conquer. So that was for today, guys. I hope you find that helpful, and definitely we will see you in the next video.